Welcome to the Auburn Game Day Recap presented by Alabama Power. I'm here with Kevin Scarbinksy. Kevin, we heard after the game tonight the points Gus Malzahn was trying to drive home. This team is going to get better. There's still hope for this season. There were promising things we saw out there on the field tonight. How convinced are you that this team is trending upwards right now rather than spiraling downwards?
Not at all, to put it plainly. Look, if you're trying to put a silver lining on a game in which you didn't score a touchdown against a rebuilding Mississippi State team, you're trying to put a smiley face on a game for the second straight SEC game, you didn't score a point in the first half, and oh, by the way, the last two SEC teams, they just played LSU and Mississippi State, they both have new defensive coordinators.
Right.
And Auburn didn't score in the first half against either one of them. I don't see it getting better anytime soon.
As far as Sean White goes, you know, there were plenty of things that happened tonight that weren't his fault. He made some nice plays with his feet. You know, just your overall impressions of your first viewing of him out there on the field tonight.
It is strange because he did bring a bit of a spark to the offense. He did seem to be moving at a quicker pace, although they're still not running pace, and they really can't run pace. It's almost as if they have to slow the game down and shorten the game. And who would have ever imagined we would say that about a Gus Malzahn team? And how much of the problem, though, is the play calling, is the game planning? This is on Malzahn. Remember back in 2011 when things started to go wrong, his last year as offensive coordinator here, everyone said Gene Chizik put handcuffs on him.
Right.
Well, you can't blame Gene Chizik anymore, but unfortunately for Auburn, this season to me is starting to reflect 2012. Chizik's last year. You'll remember, Matt, that year, their first SEC game at home, they lost to LSU 12-10 on this field.
Right.
And everybody said, oh, look at the effort. Look how tough they played LSU. They didn't win an SEC game the entire season. They're heading in that direction.
And you do wonder if there's a make or break point in a season like there was perhaps in 2012. The next couple of games for Auburn, they have a home tune-up against San Jose State and then a Thursday night game with Kentucky on the road. That might not have stood out to a lot of people on the schedule before the season started. Kentucky goes and beats Missouri tonight, a ranked Missouri team. Suddenly, that Auburn-Kentucky game is kind of looming large on this schedule.
Think about what you just said. The Auburn-Kentucky game is a season-turning game for the Auburn football program.
Yeah, possibly.
A program that started the season ranked 6th in the country. A program that started the season believing itself that it could compete for a national championship and for the SEC championship. Those pipe dreams are dust right now, and now they're just hoping to win an SEC game. What an unbelievable collapse.
All right, we'll check out all of our coverage from Auburn's loss to Mississippi State over at AL.com/Auburn.